Today's training video is going to be about using the Roger Focus and the Roger Touchscreen to support a student who has an auditory impairment. So we're going to go ahead and run through how to use it, sticking to the basics so that you can quickly implement it within your classroom. So let's start with the Roger Focus. And the Roger Focus is an auditory trainer. It's for students who do not have hearing aids. And what it does is it puts the sound from the teacher's voice directly into the student's ear through this little tiny appliance. The appliance has a battery door, and that's really the only control that it has, and that's how you turn the device off and on. So when a student is storing it, we want to make sure that that battery door is open, because that will make sure that the device saves the battery. We want to make sure we save those batteries because hearing aid batteries are expensive. It does use a 312 hearing aid battery, and so some extras of those have been provided there on the campus for the student to use. In the clinics, they also have a battery tester so that we can test and make sure and help troubleshoot in the event that something is going wrong with it. But basically, here is your focus. You have the battery in, we snap the door shut, the student will hear a tone, and then they just insert this little cone part into their ear and the rest on the back of their ear. There is a piece for both the right ear and the left ear so that the little cone is facing in the right direction for them, and then this is just a little stabilizer for the inside of their ear that will go along the inside. So that's all there is to that. It's a very simple appliance for the student to use. All they have to do is close the battery door and it's good to go. So now I'm going to open the battery door because I'm putting it back in its handy dandy little storage case to keep for the student so that it doesn't get lost. And then our second piece is the Roger Touchscreen, and this is a new device for us. I wanted to show you with it plugged in because the signal that it's fully charged is that this green button here will stay on continually. While it's charging, it beeps. It beeps, not beeps. There's no noise. But then we can disconnect it, and you can see on that button that it has the microphone with the crossbar through it. That's because that is the button that you use to mute. So when you go out in the hall or you're going to speak to another student or whatever you need to do, make sure that you do mute it so that our student is not hearing everything that you're saying to somebody else that they don't really need to be hearing. This will carry through walls, it will carry down the halls, so you also need to remember if you leave your classroom to go take care of anything that you need to mute your microphone as well. It does have this neck lanyard that you can just wear. It's got a quick release on the neck lanyard, and this will hold your device at approximately the right location, but we do want it to be within 8 inches of your mouth. So if you do a span of your thumb to your little finger and the microphone is there, the student should be able to hear it. It's a nice wide lanyard, so it should be relatively comfortable. And all you have to do to adjust the length is, I feel like a flight attendant, pull through, and it's a really nice lanyard. I like it much better than the other ones that they have on the other devices. The power button for this unit is on the side. It's got the typical symbol for a power button with the circle and the little line through it, and we're going to press and hold. And your screen will light up and you'll see it's lighting up, and it's going to look for something to connect to. So for your student, we're going to connect by pushing the connect button, which is on the bottom. And when they have their focus on and their door is closed, when you hit that connect, it's going to connect with the Roger Focus, and then whatever you say is going to go right into that Roger Focus, and the student shouldn't have any problems hearing. So that's a really good thing, and it will help them along their way. This is the only part that needs to be charged because the Focus is actually going to use batteries, and again, they use the 312 batteries, and those are provided for you on your campus. So you can let me know if you start running short of those, but make sure before you toss them that that's really what the problem is. So you want to test it with that battery tester. As far as anything else on here, the way that you charge it is through the USB charger, so it's just plugged right in here. You can't miss it. It's the only place it can plug, so it's good for that. And the only other part that you need to know about is the audio cable. So there is an audio cable that is just like any other headphone kind of cable, and you just plug it in and plug it into the headphone jack of the computer or the Chromebook or whatever the student is using, and then the sound is going to transmit from that device through this to their hearing support, so through to that Focus. So make sure that you use this. It will limit the students' need to use headphones. Although if they prefer headphones, they can use the headphones and forego the use of the touchscreen and the Focus for that particular task. Again, since these students aren't wearing hearing aids, it's a little bit flexible as far as how you can introduce them to the auditory support that's provided through those other technology devices, whatever is more comfortable for them, where they can have the best hearing. So that's all there is to it. Make sure that you turn it off before you charge it, and look for that static green button around the mute button in order to tell that it is fully charged. And I thank you for your time.